Hey, good afternoon. I am in my office. I'm not in a new location. I'm actually at my husband's desk. So if everything looks a little weird from the other videos, that's why. My desk is getting completely refurbished and is fantastic, and I will share pictures soon. But I really wanted to share about this because I got to speak at the South Hills Chamber of Commerce today, and there were a lot of people there, which was really exciting for me because we got to talk about lots of different books and some different strategies for how to actually complete those books. But one of the questions I asked, and nobody was, required to share this one, but a lot of people did share. One of the questions I asked was, what is the biggest challenge that is keeping you from starting your book, from finishing your book, any of that kind of stuff? And the answer I got from several people was time. Um, yeah, time is a great, great big monster, isn't it? I know just as a mother of small children, somebody whose husband works crazy hours, someone who is trying to run a business and do all the things and actually exercise and shower and have little teeny bit of a social life. I know that time cannot, you just can't have enough of it. So what can we do about this? I cannot give you more time. I cannot tell you secrets to add more time to your day, but what I can do is tell you how to make this book a priority, because I guarantee that the things you are doing with this book, you're not going to be doing with anything else. So making this book a priority is ideal. What do I mean by that? What kind of stuff can you do with your book? So I actually talked to one of my clients this week, and I know I've posted a couple times about this on Facebook because I was just so excited for her. She is a best-selling author, and she is actually going to be speaking at a conference in the spring. She didn't pitch to them. They reached out to her. They said, hey, you have a book. You're a best-selling author. This is the topic we want to cover. This is a really important topic. We would like you to come speak at our conference. How easy is that? She also was asked to do a conference. She's out of town right now. There are several speakers for this one, and it's a smaller thing, but it's a very targeted group of people. It's all business owners. She works primarily with business owners. So when she was asked to do this, this is an opportunity that is opening up more opportunities for her to find clients. Why did she get to do it? Because she's a best-selling author, because she actually spent the time to sit down and figure out what she wanted to write. She spent the time saying, this is my program, this is what I talk about, this is what's so important, and this is my story. She sat down and did all of that, put it in a book, and put her name on it. You gain, I'm going to use her phrase, instant expert status when you've written this book, because nobody is going to write a book unless they are super serious about the topic, because it does take a lot out of you. It takes time away from, doing other things. It takes a lot internally too. I wasn't aware, just because of the way I'm wired, I wasn't as aware of this internal journey, because I'm somebody who can sit down and bang out a book fairly easily once I've figured out that process. But for other people starting this, yeah, it can be draining, but it is so rewarding. And this is the stuff I wanted to talk to you about. What can you get out of this book? Why do you need to make it priority? And when something is a priority, you will find the time for it. Like, my daughters are a priority. So even if I'm busy with my business, I will carve out an hour and sit down and color with them, or watch them color and let them tell me stories. I will make sure that I sit down with them because they're a priority to me. My husband's a priority to me. So even if I'm super tired, I try to stay up until he gets home from work, because I know I want to connect with him when he gets home. There are people who are priorities. There are things that are priorities. Eating lunch is a priority for me. I don't miss meals. One, because I know I am not a pleasant person if I miss a meal. Two, my blood sugar bottoms out and I feel like crap. So I'm constantly making sure that I eat. That is a priority to me. Exercise. enough sleep. I know lots of people pride themselves on not getting enough sleep. I am 7 to 8 hours every single night because I know how I feel if I don't get that. I know that the results from getting enough sleep are worth me carving out enough time to actually do it, which might sound silly, but that's something that I've committed myself to. Even in college, I got enough sleep. So if you look at the results from that book and you say, wow, I want to be the person who's pitching to podcasts and saying, look, I'm an author and this is the book I wrote on the topic, and I think that your listeners are really going to want to hear what I have to say about it. You know, that's a big step. But if you're pitching to them and you say, look, I've got a book, then they're going to be more likely to listen, right? They know you're serious. They know you're the expert on this topic. So the biggest thing I can tell you is step back and say, what am I accomplishing now in my business? And if there are things that you'd like to accomplish that you know you need that book to get there, you know you need to get to that next level, then make that book a priority in your business. And I know I have a friend who talks about how working on your business isn't always a priority because sometimes you're caught up working on projects and you're marketing and you're doing the things that are like bringing in, you know, clients, bringing in money, whatever you're focusing on. But if you're not doing anything to get yourself to that next level, you're just going to stay where you are, right? So you have to prioritize things that are working on your business. And one of those things is writing a book. That is the biggest thing that I tell people to focus on is what is this doing for you? Now the other thing, and I know a lot of women, a lot of heart-centered people are saying, you know, I want to help people. This is my big driver. This is what makes me feel good. And that's wonderful. So if that's more what makes you feel good, then this is the other half of it. This is the other thing that I tell people. Step back and look at what this book is doing for other people. Because also in turn, when you're doing for other people, you're getting that back to your business too. So if you say, you know, there's a really big problem with X and I know how to solve it with Y, then you need to get that book out there. You need to make sure that you're prioritizing writing that book so you can help solve that problem in a bigger space. Because if you're just solving that problem the way you've been solving it, one-on-one or just with a small group of people, you're doing the word of mouth thing, you know, that's great. And if that's working for your business right now, wonderful. But I know that many people don't get into their businesses just to help 5 people. They get into it to start making a bigger impact. And that is what a book will do for you. So just to recap a little bit, if you are trying to reach the next level, if one of your goals is to, you know, build bigger, reach a bigger audience, actually get invited to go do speaking, to go do podcasts, to go, you know, join other people who are running a retreat, whatever your goals are. If that's something that you know is really going to build your business, either to help you grow it or to help you reach a bigger audience and help more people, whatever your bigger driver is, focus on that. I guarantee that that will help you prioritize writing your book, finding that time, getting through it. Because once you write a book, and I always tell people this too, this is an evergreen marketing tool. I lost the words. I did a talk this morning, so I think I lost most of my language skills. It's an evergreen marketing tool. You create it once, and you can use it over and over and over again. So I know I went a lot longer on this live than I usually do, but I was just really inspired by talking with everybody this morning and just hearing that, oh, it's the time commitment. I don't have time to write a book. Well, do you have time to, you know, maintain status quo, stay exactly where you are? Or would you set aside time to reach the next level, reach a bigger audience, make a bigger impact, and grow your business? So if you are interested in talking to me about your book, comment. This is a mirror image. Comment below, wherever it is. Comment in this thread. Let's talk about it. Let's get you writing so you can get the book out there and do all the big things that you want to do. So have a good afternoon, and I hope to hear from you.